But father involvement does matter, and we've known this for a while. And the investigation was funded by the National Healthy Start Association to really get into the depths of how does it matter. And we went out and did an investigation, and that's what we'd like to share with you this afternoon. The first question I need to ask, are you ready for the results? Wasn't loud enough. For the results. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time and the only time I wish everybody's going to see you, I present to you the investigation defining paternal involvement in pregnancy. Let's hear it!
Your people, right, Lo?
They call me Daddy P.I. And I've been called to conduct an investigation, you see. There's a problem in MCH. The father is missing. And NASA is committed to finding out where he is. Because we know dads matter. Fatherhood matters. But where do we begin?
Well, Daddy P.I., we must ask one question. What is father's involvement?
And tell me, doctor, who can get to the answer to that big question? Who can help us dig into the issue of the role of men during pregnancy?
We must ask the people who know best, and we did that by convening a focus group with men, women, providers, and consumers.
Yes, doctor, we did. But our challenge is, how do we get the information back to NASA? How do we do that indeed? The information is essential for future research and increased involvement of fathers.
Oh, Daddy P.I., you'll figure it out. You always do.
Extra! Extra! Read all about it. National Health Start Association, Dad Matters Group convened to ask the question, what is paternal involvement? Extra! Extra! Read all about it.
How's it going today, young fellow?
Pretty good, old man. Yo, Wes, when you see me hanging with little Cameron, do you think of me as an ideal father?
Well, I guess that depends. Some people say that the ideal father is present, accessible, and available. Are you active, present, and available?
Most definitely. I actively participated in the pregnancy. I went to visits, ultrasounds, Mars classes, parenting classes. I even taught her stomach when the baby was eating.
Man, I didn't even live with my baby mama, but I did call her to check in about the appointments and the pregnancy.
Man, I wanted to be more involved in the pregnancy. Shoot, I still want to be involved now that the kid's here, but I got a huge barrier in between trying to get to my daughter.
Sounds like dating a mama drama to me.
Man, I wish it was that simple, dude, because I can handle that. But it's a little difficult than that, man. We call this baby mama's drama. She just don't like a brother. But I'm still be trying to get to it, though.
I guess y'all the type of ideal fathers that people trying to talk about over there. But what I need y'all to do is be some ideal customers, reach down in y'all pockets, and pay me my cash for this haircut. And then I need y'all to raise up out of here.
Where you come out here, though?
education on paternal involvement, it seems that no matter what race or ethnicity you are, there's always a role for men to play in the pregnancy, during, and after the pregnancy.
That may be true, but what I think really needs to happen is more education in the African American community to raise awareness about how our babies is dying more than other people's, and how our people can understand what role they play in stopping those births, from stopping the babies from dying.
Girl, you ain't said nothing but a word. We also need to be concerned about the rising parenthood in the single parent homes. If we can get more fathers involved, I believe that'll help alleviate the problem.
Girl, I agree. I think the ideal father is present, accessible, and readily available, providing for physical and emotional support. Desmond encourages me, and he gives me positive affirmations about my body, even though it's all out of whack right now. And sometimes he just listens to me go on and on. I know he don't know what I'm talking about half the time, but at least he there with me.
Girl, I think that's wonderful. You know, my issue is that Byron needs to understand that even though he and I aren't kicking it, you know, we ain't hooking up anymore, he still needs to be there emotionally for our babies, Imani and Dante. Now, not to forget the money, but the emotional support is so important.
If you ask me, I think that Byron is a little jealous of your relationship with Tyrese. Because he got a job, he takes care of you and those kids. Yeah, but you know, he hasn't worked since Pup was a pup, so he may be a little upset about that.
Well, Byron better get with the program, especially one of these programs in the community, and learn how to deal. These are our kids, not Tyree, my main man. They need to know that he loves them unconditionally, regardless.
Yeah, girl, you're right. I believe that if we can alleviate the problem, we'll get it all together. Look at that. How they look?
I look good, don't I?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Ball out today. Let's go. Get warmed up, man.
Yo, man.
What's wrong with you, man?
You'll never believe this, man.
What's going on?
I just got finished being interviewed by a little old man and called himself, little old private investigator, called himself Daddy P.I. Man, saying something like he's doing an investigation on parental involvement.
Man, come on here talking about parental involvement, man. Nah, but you know what? That is something we need to talk about more in our community. I mean, when I think about the ideal father, I think about things that I do at home. I mean, I cook, I clean, I wash clothes. Participate in my child's life. I mean, we play ball in the backyard, do a bunch of things. But you know what? It's hard. I mean, it's hard. And I'm trying. I mean, I don't do everything right. But you know what? I even quit smoking. And you know I love my Newports, man. I quit smoking.
On the real, you should have did that one for yourself. But it's funny, you didn't mention financial support. Maybe that's a given.
Man, that's not even at the front of my mind. Just because you don't work and not able to provide financially, it's very important that your time is very important. You know, with your partner and with your child. Just simply taking a little bit of the slack, that's very important.
Man, that is too hard. Look, check this out. Every time I get around my baby mama, All she want to do is complain, talk junk. Bobby, why you don't want to talk to me no more? It was all good when you get all of this. But now that I got all of
You know what, man? You're a young brother. Little young grasshopper. So come here, let me drop some knowledge on you, man. To fully embrace the characteristics of what an ideal man is, you first must become mature and responsible. I mean, you got different levels of involvement. You could be a father, you could be a dad, or you could be a man.
Yeah, man. Daddy? Man, that's just somebody who comes and goes. A sperm donor. A biological father.
A father raises and nurtures his child.
Yeah, but a man can step up and raise another man's child. You know?
I guess women do not desire daddy. They want someone who will be a father or a man.
You know, I've been looking at some research here, and having a male partner involved during pregnancy has the primary benefit of reducing a mother's stress. She wants him there, and just the mere presence of him being involved in the process of the pregnancy and the delivery reduces her stress level.
You know, you're so right. I'm mentoring a young lady right now, and she's due any day. And she's happier when her boyfriend is around. I can see that very clearly.
Well, when women come to my office, I often have to ask them if she wants them to come in the office, come in with her. I'm sure she probably says in her mind, really? What do you think he's here for?
Well, I actually went a step further. I asked him to leave because I had confidential information to discuss.
I think our practice does a really good job of catering to women and their needs. That's fine, but we really need to think about encouraging men to come into these prenatal visits. And I recommend that we actually enhance our practice to make sure that we can respond to them appropriately when they do show up.
All right, let's go find Daddy P.I. and talk to him about some of the barriers we're seeing in our practice.
Well, we don't have time to share with you the other raw footage from the investigation. But let me quickly share with you some other findings that spoke of the barriers to paternal involvement and the drama we had on yesterday. Some men fear responsibility. Some health practitioners don't engage men. Even physical circumstances. There's lack of emotional love and support. Even the mother. And man, I'd like to go further.
Oh, but you don't have to, Big Daddy. I did that yesterday. I shared the results at a breakout session at the National Healthy Start Association, and I gave them the highlights. And remember, those are just the highlights. There's a lot more in that report that you helped to write.
Well, can you share at least one recommendation the report is making?
Sure, Lieutenant Daddy. Let's see. Let me just say the report, the results were conclusive. We need more prenatal education for men. And here's another one. We need more services directed towards men and pregnant, not just the women.
Then National Healthy Start Dads Matter does actually serve a good purpose. And we're on track with doing what we need to do. that we've been working at over the last 10 years. We will continue to need you to help us in investigating paternal involvement. And I will continue to be with you for years to come. This is Daddy PI, signing off. I'll see you in the next one.
Read all about it. Daddy PI stays on the case to lead NHSS in its investigation into paternal involvement. Extra.
Join us in giving the Healthy Start community a hand in helping us with the research. And you can see the list of the cast and credits. So we thank God for all of them, especially that Daddy PI. And I don't know if you're scared like I am. He said he's not going nowhere. He's going to be forever with us family. So I'm a little nervous about that. But we want to engage you. The mic's out in the audience. As you look at the recommendations, can we get that shot back up? As they come back up, let me share with some of you who may not know, but many, many years ago, the National Healthy Start Association authorized and sanctioned the NASA Dads Matter Cohort Work Group, which Ken is the chair of. And that group has been in operation for several years now. And this work that we've embarked on really is an evolution over the years. There are 3 subcommittees of that work group. One is around research and evaluation, which is where this plays.